the famous USS Sachem. Very historic. 2 wars, World War I, World War II, was requisitioned. Plus, there are famous people involved on this vessel also. Stay tuned, it'll all be revealed.
First christened in 1902 as the Celt.
Hello, we are in Boone County. We are on the Kentucky side of the Ohio River. The Celt. Back in 1902, it was used by John Rogers Maxwell for over a decade. It was open to the public. Wow, the famous USS Sachem. In 1911, the yacht was sold and to be used as a private yacht and was renamed the Sachem. During World War I, the Navy had special interest in yachts, and the Sachem was requested and was renamed the USS Sachem SP-192 and was put into war service. Secret mission, the U.S. government recruited Thomas Edison. They wanted Thomas Edison to develop tools and ideas to help defeat the German U-boat submarines. Thomas Edison and his crew developed over 49 ideas and tools that would later on be used. Of the 49, 5 of them were searchlights, ship telephones, nitrogen from air, a kit rudder, sound radar. None were ever put to use or in production before the end of the war. Thomas Edison also stated that the Navy pigeonholed all of his ideas, and the administration wasn't too involved about putting money into his ideas. He also outlined a SOP, Standard Operating Procedure, military preparedness, creating a military research laboratories with civilians' help. The USS Sachem SP-192 was outfitted with depth charges, 1 6-pounder 57mm deck gun, 2 3-pounder 37mm deck guns, M1895 Colt Browning machine guns. In 1919, the ship was decommissioned and returned to the civilian order Maton Metcalf, then sold to Jacob Martin and converted to a fishing boat as a hardy fishing ship. It was the largest, finest, and fastest deep-sea fishing. In the mid-30s, the engines were converted into diesel. After Pearl Harbor, the Navy required the ship in 1942 for World War II and heavily retrofitted it for war and was rechristened the USS 𝐵𝑃𝑃𝐻𝑒. It was decommissioned in 1944. Then the ship was sold to Circle Line Sightseeing Cruises of New York in 1946. The ship was again altered into a passenger sightseeing ship, so more passengers could accommodate the 2 decks, and named the Circle Line Sightseer. What a voyage this ship has endured over all these years. Around 1985, Robert Miller purchased the ship and renamed her the Sachem. Miller unsuccessfully wasn't able to renovate her while it was docked in New York. Vandals and thieves stole parts and equipment. Decision was made to bring her closer to home. Miller navigated 2,600 miles from the Hudson through the Erie Canal, the Great Lakes, and then into Chicago down the Mississippi to the Ohio in Kentucky in the winter of 1988. Before leaving the New York harbor, the boat was used in Madonna's Papa Don't Preach music video. Displacement of the ship was 317 tons. 1942, that went up to 360 tons. The length was 186 feet and 3 inches, and then reduced to 183 feet in 1942. The beam, 22 feet and 6 inches. Propulsion was the 7-cylinder Fairbanks Morse 37D 14 diesel engine. Speeds up to 13.5 knots or 15.5 miles per hour. What an amazing journey the ship has had, if it could only talk. I hope you enjoyed this offbeat adventure. It was different and unique and very interesting. This vessel has a lot of history to it. Alright, I just went in the water up by the hull of the vessel to go retrieve my drone. Didn't see a branch, hit a branch, and off it went. And yes, the water is cold.